أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before I get into the video, I make it clear with every video that I make that I am not a influencer or a motivational speaker. All I want to be known to you as is a tool that if you can take, you can become a better Muslim overall, i.e. Muslim amelioration. Because I can tell you for myself that Islam was the thing that got me to become a better person spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially. So if you are on the same path as a Muslim man, I highly suggest you subscribe. For those following with the Muslim amelioration chart, this will go underneath the physical sub-aspect of Muslim amelioration. And with that, let us not waste any more time. Fitness is, I guess you would say, a complicated but a pretty simple thing. See, when it comes to our body, there are many things that we can make our body do and many things that we can train our body to be. There are sports that if you try to become extraordinary in, you have to put in extraordinary work. There's an ideal physique for that sport and all of these different things. For example, if you want to become a bodybuilder, you have to follow a specific routine as well as a specific diet. But aside from all of those things, I think that the most fulfilling thing to do in fitness, or the most fulfilling purpose to chase in fitness, is strength. See, while you can do bodybuilding, you're only looking strong. I think bodybuilding, though, is just... I've done that type of routine before. I have tried to become a bodybuilder with all my routines in the past. However, I just find it so frivolous and not worth it. And while I don't know, again, with all the other things, like trying to go at a sport, trying to get a good sport physique. Like, for example, I wanted to be a basketball player for a while, so I would center my training around basketball and plyometrics and everything. But even that, it just felt so unfulfilling because my body was only able to do one specific thing. The point here being that I think training for strength is the most fulfilling, and I think is what everybody should be trying to chase when they are doing fitness. Especially us as Muslims, because you know that one hadith of the Prophet ﷺ where he tells us that a strong believer is more beloved in the eyes of Allah to a weak believer? Strength here is mentioned. And I think personally that the best endeavor in strength training is weighted calisthenics. Weighted calisthenics not only gives you a lot of good strength, like functional strength, grip strength, as well as just in all other categories, it also makes you look good if that's something that you want to be. It also gives you a very, very good physique. It's not short of looking big or anything like that, but the difference here between calisthenics and bodybuilding is that while you do look big, the strength is on par or even more over par. You're not just looking good for no reason. And I feel, again, I've done all of the other prior routines. I've done bodybuilding. I have done powerlifting even. I've done so many other different strength as well as just other endeavors in fitness. But I feel like weighted calisthenics has given me the utmost fulfillment with my workout. Because I don't want to be going to the gym for an hour every single day and hitting a workout that is suboptimal, meaning that it only gains me a certain level of actual fulfilling of purpose when I go there. Like weighted calisthenics gives you everything that you could want in bodybuilding, everything that you can want either side, but it also gives you so much more, like functional strength and static movements as well as pull-up strength, dip strength, all of that. But most important of all, you're training for strength, not training to look strong, not training for just one specific thing. You're training for strength. And I think that is the most fulfilling thing that your body can do. Be strong. But again, you also don't have the body of just people specifically training for strength, like for example Eddie Hall or whatever. You also have a very, very good physique, and you're also healthy and lean and still able to move around. In fact, plyometrics, which is, I believe, a part of calisthenics and weighted calisthenics, makes you more athletic in general. Okay, now we've gone to why weighted calisthenics is, I think, the best. How can we now implement it? So weighted calisthenics athletes, you can train for multiple things in weighted calisthenics. You can train for muscle, you can train for size, etc., etc. You can train for just specifically static movements. But if you want to train for strength, you're going to need a strength routine. So first off, if you cannot do like 12 pull-ups properly, try and get that level of strength already with just body weight, that you can do like a couple of pull-ups and a couple of dips just with your own body weight. Then after that, you can start adding on weight with a weighted dip belt or weighted pull-up belt or whatever it's called. Routining and I guess you would say the way you format it gets really complex, at least in my opinion. It's not like too complex, but it does require you to have a good level of knowledge in order for you to be able to structure your routine optimally. But in general, you will have pull days, which you are focusing on either pull-ups or chin-ups. Then you will have push days, which are focusing on dips or other movements. Then on leg day, I think the best thing that you can do for your legs, especially as a calisthenic athlete, is plyometrics. Plyometrics basically make you more athletic, make you able to jump higher, run faster, as well as no short of developing your leg muscles as well. So yeah, this was just a short video on, because again, I've done the bodybuilding routine, I've done the powerlifting routine, I've done the trying to get bigger, trying to get smaller, just trying to be an athlete. I've done all of it, but I think that weighted calisthenics is the perfect thing for anyone to do, but you especially as a Muslim, because again, the hadith says strength. And what's the point of looking strong if someone who looks less stronger than you is in reality more stronger than you? And I think weighted calisthenics gives you the best opportunity in the gym to be the best version of yourself. So yeah, I recommend you do more research into weighted cali, because I'm not even an expert in it. There are people who have studied weighted calisthenics and know how to become strong. One example I'll give, Cobra Trains is a fantastic athlete who has attained a good level of strength. And he's been doing it for a while now. So I recommend you go to him for advice, especially when it comes to like routining and scheduling. But for me, I'm just here to tell you that as a Muslim man, you should do weighted calisthenics, because it not only makes you look strong, it makes you even stronger in reality. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.